wouldn't say this is a necessarily like a cut and clear dive composition. They can actually play this a lot slower than their opponents.
Ooh, we see the Cole already for Pays, so going with the safer option here. Keep farming up. I don't know how you feel about the Cole across the board. I know the Yunara is like destined to always have the Cole, but definitely on a back-footed game, it could feel good.
At first base for Galio, he feels a little bit more strong to move. JDG, they get their bot lane in position as well. You're going to look for something on the Xiaosu. Still no flash.
Yeah, they want nothing to do with that side of the map. They do want something to do with Xiaosu, as Shadow going to follow up on the double CC chain, and Xiaosu will be gone, so that will be the trade on the other side and the kill given to Bin.
All right, Ben, let's get some gold. Let's get ourselves some solo experience. Not a lot of the wave was there in a great position, so probably just going to be, at most, maybe a single plate with this play. They need to take this dragon. JDG are not in position, and this could have been a wave that Xiaosu was looking for. He's going to teleport into this play. Watch how JDG enter this pit, and if BLG can stop them.
They really want to get the Venn diagram going, the hot pot special. Can they get it going here? They're going to go for the engage, and there's your hot pot, but it's without the pot. The sauce is going everywhere, and it looks like JDG might have just got it turned all on him. Cataclysm finally comes in, out flashes away their Pays, getting ran down by Bin right now. On's going to escape through the magical journey, but the Flame Spitter follows him no matter where he goes. Bin still taking up the front line here, trying to get away, but Shun, he goes for Knight. He knows exactly where to strike, and it's to the heart of BLG as they lose 2. It's a double kill to their old jungler Shun, and a triple going the way as now Xiaosu has shown his own colors, and that's Dragon as well to JDG.
What a weird fight. It's Xiaosu. A quadra?
A quadra? Hey, you've asked the question. Xiaosu, can they win without him when he's not doing well? Well, he's doing well here, Alk.
Oh my god, this is a player that we were hyping up at the end of the season to potentially make an all-pro ballot. I feel bad now that we're reverse, we're going in results-based analysis, but he starts this game off 4-0-1 on the Rumble, finishes Leandri's, backs. I want to see his inventory right now. I don't care about
Rugs, and he's now coming up to this top side.
Yeah, but they have no priority.
He's gonna turn back around.
Yeah, like look at where their teammates are. Like my Corki and my Bard are playing on the bottom side of mid. Annie is bottom lane as 2 and probably wants to get level 11 before she ends up showing up for that fight. At 15 in the entire league, only beaten by EDG. They have 1,200 gold, and a lot of that is in Knight and in Elk. And we're just not seeing that in this game.
And that was a conversation point we brought up. If they all in onto On. Here's that legendary Bard performance as he's getting ran down now, and you're about to get the horns from Dwo as On, baby finds an escape, is going to die to the standard of Shun, and Shadow is there to try to take down Dwo on the back end, but here comes the rogue entrance as well. Knight is standing at the ready with the CC, so that means JDG will back away.
That's a fine timer. It is a minute and a half before the dragon spawns. I like that, though. Both of these supports, we've talked almost all season about, Dwo and On. They get caught out a few times. Might have to hold that. Xiaosu.
We're making up for all the time that we didn't have kills as they TP play on the top side, and BLG's legendary solo laners combine to get a kill back for BLG themselves as they do take down Xiaosu in the side lane and a shutdown.
Versus BLG.
Shun does show up. Says, you guys are my friends, but you stink and I'm walking away. As he's going to have to fight over these Krugs. And it's JDG trying to recoup things. I'm glad I broke you with that one. The bot lane turret is going to go down, though. A little bit of standing gold up around the pit.
It's that play on bottom side, remember? They're going really heavy onto this Guard, and then, or onto Shadow. They lose the hero's entrance. Now they don't have this available for the Dragon, so BLG get the 2 Dragons in the game. Bin's going to teleport.
Oh! Dwo just says, we're going. Soon going for the Cataclysm, keeping Shadow out of the magical journey, but they don't have damage. That was something we talked about from draft out, and it is coming back to bite them. They have not hit the thresholds they need to, and if Xiaosu and Pays aren't there, nothing is dying.
Guess what, though? You're saying, oh, there's not enough damage? Who cares? JDG are going to get the mid turret here, and they're going to move themselves and their vision onto the bottom side of the map. The Otacon up in 50 seconds. Now you look at this from BLG's perspective. No Cyclone, no Flash either. The TP coming out. It's also going to be a top wave lost here by BLG. They're late to this. They're nowhere near this fight.
Gotta try to burn it right now, right here. It's gonna get tempered faded, and On is gonna give him an entrance. Here comes the Horn. Can it go down? It's gonna go over to Shun and JDG. Equalizer comes through, but no hot pot is there. But they turn! They find him! Elk is completely caught by himself. And that is unfortunate for BLG's faith in this moment as JDG run forth. And they might just find Ben too. He's going to flash away, trying to get to the magical journey. He makes it through. Oh, wow, Shadow. He tries to go through, goes for a little bit of plays, goes for the Cyclone fun shenanigans, but he still loses almost all of his health and all of the pressure for JDG. They will spawn out Scout, though, finding that flank. But honestly, that is the ticket to success. I mean, keep the fight in front of you for BLG, and I feel like it goes okay.
I have setups. They're pushing in. Scout is still on vision, but he needs to get this ultimate off. Oh no.
50-50. They're going to try to get over onto this duo. Whoa, goes unbreakable, but he is broken immediately in half. 50-50 between Shadow and Sun. Is he going to stay in the pit? He's trying to, but he's going to take the flag and drag back over. Is he going to go back in? Doesn't have any ways to, and that'll be third dragon going to BLG. 2 Hex Dragons in a row, and now on Soul Point. There's going to be so much intangible gold, some hidden gold here. Not only that, but the ornaments coming online as well. That gold lead is going to be so fake, as we're going to see them try to move out onto this top side of the play for JDG. They're going to catch out Knight, who is just all is lonesome in the side lane. He's going to try to TP, but Scout should have his number. Winds of War come through, and Xiaosu gets him with the long bomb. The equalizer comes through now. Shadow's getting cooked himself right into the hot pot without the pot again, and Ben is the only one to come back up and try to save this turret.
It's the hero's entrance. What are we waiting for, Scout? What's happening? What is this game? Wait,
you
this
can't
is
play Galio again, so you know.
Where are the goats? We knew this was going to go to 5. It was going to be sloppy. There was going to be things happening. And again, JDG, they have a lot of tools to be able to take these objectives down.
All I'm going to say is On is about 2/9 away from his power spike. He won a world champion, or not world champion, LPL championship on an 09 Bard, as maybe he's going to get a little bit closer to that now as he goes down. That's instantly a turret in the bot side going to JDG, and they're going to look at the mid lane too.
I think this is super exciting. We might actually have a playoff series that is going to maybe go to distance. It's only 1 game. This is the perfect time for us to overreact.
I'm here for 5 games.
We're not going to get any more time.
Oh, we're getting a little bit of setup on bots. And there you go. Alki saved it for 27 minutes into the game. And he just set up a triple for JDG as they march down. And this is a hell of an entrance into the Silver Dragon Cup Arena as JDG smashed BLG in game number 1 out of seemingly nowhere. A 10,000 gold lead, 27 minutes in. The last Nexus turret is there, but Elk is just going to try to run his own lonesome away. On is still there, but this Bard won't nearly get to his 09 power spike, and JDG strike first.
That's awesome. That is incredible here for JDG, and a strong enough showing that we need to see from them consistently if they want to bring them down in this series.
I wouldn't say it's necessarily a competitive comfort for him, at least this split itself, but it's something that can have so much side laning pressure.
Damage, I think. What it's going to come down to in my mind for JDG is not only is Kindred and Sivir going to eventually deal damage, but are we going to actually see coordination? Because that has, I think, been a big killer for JDG.
Oh, Ben. Trying to flash away, does go into the alcove here, and unfortunately he's on the wrong side here. He has no TP, he just came to lane. Soon gonna say hello to his old top laner. Xiaosu not gonna give over the kill, and it's gonna be a smack of the lantern for Xiaosu to get first blood over Bin.
Grubs. Xiaosu should be looking for teleport. Bin does not have access to this. This will be a 4v5 in favor of JDG if they decide to take it. And now they're just corralled. Yeah. Look at On right now. On cannot move out of this brush. There is a Braum sitting in front of him. Aurora stopping him from getting... This is going to be JDG getting 3 grubs with a team that has Aurora and Jax.
Oh, man. And the TP is just out coming up. It was way too late. Thought it was going to come on cooldown a little bit faster than that, but that is incredible to see from JDG with the way they've rotated around the map and some of the lacking of teeth so far in this series for BLG.
Well, we saw was maybe, we're getting substitutions. We thought Shun versus Beichuan and Shadow might go the favor of JDG. We might just call it a pro diff.
10% off. So go to prodiff.gg. You'll see the QR code as well as the links in the chat.
Least forced ad read in the middle of the game possible. I gotta make sure production and Lennon are staying on their toes here. We're getting teleport. Uh-oh.
Hayes wants the damage here. He uses the spell so beautifully, baits On in, and On is just gonna die. That's a mark to Sun from his old support, and he's gonna say thank you for that.
And he gets a second. He got a mark off of On. He gets a mark off this scuttle. Lennon, You gotta start getting happy for Shun, dude.
Bro.
I know
Dude.
this is your boy. This is your boy, so...
Signature pick for him. It was this and his Nidalee that were running rampant when he was at his prime. And now he's got to perform. It is a marksman. It's something you have to execute on. And we're talking about execution. Pays. He's about to be executed out of this fight. He's trying to get away. The chomp wasn't enough. And Pays is going to flash away from on Dredge line.
They win
that
this.
was the most beautifully timed flash I've ever seen. And JDG just turned it completely on its head. BLG, where have you gone? Where have you been? And I don't even think Cotton Eye Joe could save them. BLG is getting ran down in this game number 2. Shun's going to pop his Lamb's Respite and force Elk's flash.
Oh my, this game's chalked, guys. 2,000 gold lead, 11 minutes in. I don't know what is going on.
I don't know if they know either. TP coming in, but he's going to be able to burn this down fast enough. He should just get that smite down. He's going to go for the fight potentially after. Going to try to get over the wall here. Doesn't have any exit tools. Has nothing available. And Ben will say a howdy doody back right there as he gets his own kill and gets PLG's first kill of the game 11.5 minutes in.
That's a full turret going over. That's going to be feats of strength. 2 games in a row, by the way,
insane.
of JDG getting feats of strength. Not a team that has been shy of being able to grab this. Actually, they have a much higher percentage of feats of strength completion. BLG still have a lot of tools to be able to play with. All of their ultimates available. Oh, no.
Do they? They do. As they get
do.
to make
They
it
do.
rain
Teleport
right back.
now
There's
here
the
for
pillar. Dwo. He's going to pop the Unbreakable here. TP coming in on, going to lockdown Dwo, and Elk picks up the kill. TP very late from Scout as he's going to come in. Does have enough damage to separate the rest of them. Knight going to step up. Gets him locked down, but BLG going to start up the Rift Herald.
Okay, Shun, does he get in? No. Xiaosu's going to be moved away from this fight as well, going back to the lanes. BLG finds some solace here in this game. It's a kill onto Dwo, and they grab themselves the Herald. So not every single objective is going to go the way of JDG, but at least we get some signs of life from them. But how are we going to use this? Realm Warp's going to be up in a few moments here for Knight. So
early like they did last game. And so far, so good in that regard, as they're going to be taking a little bit of that standing gold on top side as they do trade the Dragon. That'll be second Dragon going over to JDG.
So BLG recognize that they're in a gold deficit right now, so they're going to try and ham-fist some of these turrets at Overload, but you're not the team with grubs. If you're the team that has 3 grubs, you can do this. They're going to summon the Herald instead to try to get away. Scout has no teleport.
Man up top. Oh, they get the turret. I think JDG overstayed, as they're going to get completely trounced under the turret and without the turret. As that will be Xiaosu dying. He didn't even flash. Realm Warp's going to come in from Knight and Ben as Big One going around the corner. Now they're in some trouble. They're caught in the hard place here as the bullet time coming right back. Blocked by the Unbreakable, and Elk standing tall but now about to stand down as it's Shun trying to step forward. Lamb's Respite, it's going to buy time. Oh my god, we got a 4-man jump castle here. Who's going down? It's craziness across, but look at Scout, the man that's been standing tall for JDG. He's still alive. That's a double kill going to Knight, and Scout trying to chase down Elk. I think he might be able to catch him here, but the strut is too fast.
We're walking into Otacon in a minute, and there's going to be summoner spells missing from BLG. I like this movement from JDG. You use the Sivert to take control of mid. Xiaoshu's going to hold this wave.
Oh. Well,
Scout.
They might not have Scout anymore as Knight gets him down. They're going to try to get something back. Pays goes over the wall. Blaststone Trader and JDG. They just get completely taken down. Okay. One pick turns into an avalanche for BLG as 3 members of JDG fall.
Eventually going to do something that hurts us. Otacon's going to be started up here for JDG, and there are still summoner spells missing, but now Aurora and this Sivir, no flash available.
You got to see the ultis line up here. The biggest thing is bullet time is down for Elk. It's about half health on the Atacon. Xiaosu is on the side. They're just now going to TP, and the rest, they know that it's about 5,000 health. BLG, they're going to try to collapse on Xiaosu. The Atacon is pulled off of. Shun's going to walk away, but they're going to try to get the catch, and they got on. Now Ben is trying to walk back. Xiaosu goes for the flash play on Elk, and Elk gets down. That lantern, it's a real weapon, and he's showing BLG the end of it and the end of their lives. As JDG take them down 4-0. Into the Atacon goes JDG.
Oh, okay. Lennon, this game has been a little weird. I can't wait to look at the gold grad after this, but this is certified JDG starting up 2-0. 2 dragons. Dragon spawns in 30. They might just give up this one, but the Otacon by itself is an insane.
You do still have a 4-0 Knight, but if you fight without your carry, what are you expected to do? As now they get it turned on them. Xiaosu wants that leap strike, counter strike combo, but not going to go for it. LG do come out in force in the mid lane, trying to stop this dragon take from JDG and halt their momentum.
Oh, Xiaoshu's gonna have ult soon, and On is half HP. We're losing
they're
this dragon.
so scared. They are so scared to step up. Where is that bullet time going? It hits only Dwo, and now Pays sidestepping onto Bin, and BLG, they've lost their damn minds, and they're losing their damn heads too. JDG's gonna catch out Elk as well, and they're gonna just run down this poor Misfortune. Doesn't matter if Knight is still unkilled. His entire team is crumbling around him, and now he is not even safe. As Scout steps up into this mid lane matchup, tries to take him down, can't do so, but the damage is done.
That's how we're using Realm Warp. FF, guys. Just get me to the third game already. Like, this is a very amazing game to see coming in from JDG. It's only 2,000 gold, but man, what happened to the BLG in this break between gold all year long?
All you got to do is show up when it matters most, and a lot of these guys know how to make deep runs in the LPL playoffs. And it's just that feeling. It's that race for the Silver Dragon Cup. It's finally here, and it's fueling JDG to become great once again, because they've lost a lot of the respect of the league, but they're gaining it by completely dousing the fire of BLG. As Scout now trying to get out, does flash away. He's alive. Now a double kill comes through as well for Pays, who has really stepped up to the plate in this game. And soon gonna chase down Beituan. Again, I said it. Bring one, bring all. Bring every jungler you could possibly bring. You could even get JJ in here. Let's get 2 junglers against Shun as he just steps up. Beituan's gonna stop him from jumping over, but that's the inhib going down in mid lane.
That's Baron too. JDG, man. What happened? Did beating up on XQW make you guys the GOATs? You can fight.
Shun just hit 8 marks now. He's going to walk up this way as well. We have second item completed for Majority. We also have third item for Pays. That's the big kicker here as BLG. They're scared again. They are trembling in their boots. They started the Baron, but they don't have the wherewithal to finish it off. Now they're going to try to bait JDG into finishing it. Xiaoshu's waiting with the hammer on the side, as that's going to be some ricochet damage coming through onto the pit. Now Elk almost goes down, but On does, and he's a little bit off. Now the Realm Warp will save BLG, but the Baron goes to JDG.
Oh my god. And the Baron, look at the Baron timer. Okay, this is the fun part where we get to, are we going to go into replay?
And I think we might need to go back to that Candyland graphic and do shoots and ladders for BLG. And honestly, this is Candyland for JDG all along. They're eating everything. They got the lollipops in their mouth. They're just hanging out as they get the redemption heal. Knight is just standing still. He finally just goes down. That's the first death for the golden left hand.
Shun.
And Shun is stunting all over his old team. He says, "How dare you replace me?" As a triple kill comes through for Shun. And that's JDG off to a 2-0 rout of BLG.
Oh, it just feels good. Honestly, the way that they're playing, JDG, they don't care about the nameplates. They don't care that they're even losing to some of these lanes. They had good drafts, they have had good setup, and now we're on match point. It is 12:30. We started the broadcast 2 hours ago, and we're already here. Nocturne and the Nocturne and the Orianna, so easy combos. Execution is so important because BLG, they have a dive composition, but they don't have a lot of tank stats.
Flash. That's a little bit dicey there. There's going to be a gank in topside as Pays comes to lane. Bin, unsuspecting, he first picked this Ambessa. He wants to have success on it. Now he's going to be ran down by Shun and Pays. He's like, why is this jungler fighting me right now? First blood goes over to JDG as Xiaosu handles business in the bot lane.
Staunch some of the bleeding early game. All you need to watch is Beituan, though. He's getting his another respawn Raptors here. He needs to get to level 6 soon.
Oh, Scout, you are dead. Okay, solo bolo for Knight as he takes control back of this mid lane in this series. And that's full objective control so far, especially with the lack of the Dragon Prio going BLG's way. All 3 grubs.
No Pays for them to be able to move on forward. JDG look weak in this early game, and BLG, I mean, 3 grubs for this team is awesome. Being able to hit turrets is going to feel even better with the range that they have. We have a dragon that looks like is going to be the next play for both of our squads.
Paranoia Shockwave, and you can't get away from that when it's executed beautifully. He does get the seismic shove back, and Beituan's going to be forced to flash away. That was the combo we needed to see. On's going to be caught out in his back.
I think he's
moving
just
Elk up.
This is fake, guys.
Got to
We're
be
not
careful
fighting this.
then. Oh, they tried to get the play onto Elk. Miss out on the deadly flourish there, but they're going to turn back onto the dragon, and they will end up getting a neutral objective for themselves.
Let's get our waves, guys. I think Beichuan not contesting for that dragon is the right play. He's almost
100 Thieves were already playing today, but apparently Beichuan is doing so yet again as he does find more camps. His scouts getting engaged on in the side lane. I thought this was his home. I thought this was where he was supposed to be safe, but he is taken down. Scout caught in the side lane. Xiaosu trying to catch Bin out in his side lane as he does miss that Q. And is going to try to get the kill anyways onto Bin. He's trying to take him under turret. The Q3 is going to go a little bit wide.
Other members of BLGR to their first items in comparison to their opponents. I mean, Pays is
on the focus again. Beautiful combo, and it gets that much more dastardly when he just chunks all of your health. Knight finds another pick. That's 2-0 and a 0-4 scout.
Getting gold into Elk. He has been funneled so many plates and potentially even this entire turret here for BLG. That'll be also feats of strength going over.
It will indeed, continuing to bolster this advantage they have. Almost 4,000 gold now in this early game, only 14 minutes in. Redemption from On, and will send Beichuan to just start up the dragon. Will not be on vision as he dropped that control ward just in case. Will be a lot of standing gold at least for the Rift Herald play if JDG can pull it.
There is a teleport disadvantage from the solo laners here. Obviously, Xiaoxu still has his and can show up on another side lane, but Static Shield
that
solved
was
a lot
amazing.
of issues.
It was incredible. I do wonder if we'll ever see that again, but now we're going to see a play that we've seen many times before, as they didn't actually pull the Shockwave combo there. Now he's going to pull it and miss it. A little bit of a combo mismanagement there from BLG. Now JDG going to turn the trigger and pull that trigger. Try to get down one pick. They're going to open up the curtains.
Elk!
That's a big seismic shove. Elk almost goes down, or at least On rather. Elk does save him. The shot gets blocked by... Oh my god, Xiaosu. You absolute Chad. Public execution went wide. Scout wants to go back forward. They get the seismic shove on a Bin. Xiaosu has leveled the backline. He is going to turn around here as Bin goes down. Go down. It is a 2-for-1 in favor of JDG
this year, but in that time, have to imagine that Knight's going to finish his 2 items. There's already 2 items completed here for Elk. Maybe Beichuan, if he gets a kill, if he gets his turret on top side, he could squeeze for that Black Cleaver.
He's shredding them, but JDG are coming with a response from Sun. It will be a 3v2, but it will get them to turret in the end. So just a bit of pressure on Xiaosu, and they will move away.
Man, JDG getting one of these dragons might save them here in this game.
Tough, right? We've seen the cracks in the armor. That's why we make fun of it. That's why we make a joke about it. Because BLG haven't been the consistent piece they have been. Now the Paranoia is coming in. There's the Shockwave combo, but it's blocked a lot of damage there as they do end up getting the pick, though, onto Duo. Xiaosu has showed up. He's trying to kill On. In the end, Shun also goes down, and a couple quick play calls from BLG, and they are right back in the driver's seat. 5,000 gold up.
That's the Otacon immediately going over to them. Great spot. Maybe they go for a second one here.
They got him. That's all you need. Scout will go down for a 6th time in the game. And the Otacon, they get their cake and eat it too.
All right, that might just be the only part of the game where JDG looked good, because Lennon, I was ready to be like, okay, JDG can mount a comeback. We could see a closer game 3 here. And everything's starting to deflate if you're a JDG fan. It is not looking tight at all.
I gotta ask.
Resilient has a champion to be able to go in on. That was the Weaver's Wall and the Crescent Guard. LG want to see if they can force. There's a lot of movement around this mid turret. They want to get this final mid-tier 1.
Okay, they're just gonna get the Blade Caller damage on the Xiaosu. Xiaosu tries to get the all-out. He gets publicly executed, and a double kill comes through for Bin. Now Pays has nowhere to run. A seismic shot from Scout is gonna separate them a little bit, but he goes down in the end anyways. It is a 3-for-0 in favor of BLG.
There we go. BLG of old is back. We're going to take control of mid. We're going to try to slam you in these team fights. Some minor errors here and there, but it feels more like stepping stones for BLG. Let's take control of the jungle and just run this map. This is the BLG that we were expecting coming into the series. Maybe Xiaoxu if he gets his all out, but another one. Oh, boy.
Another one. And another one.
So,
I did the math.
I was looking. Knight, since he joined, has only missed a single split of all pro votes.
That's crazy.
Can you guess which one that is?
Was it back in like 2021?
It'd be 2022 spring.
Oh.
It was rookie, Xiaohu, and Scout.
That was a good year, though. That was a good year. Thomas in a puppeteering career as we move forward, but that's going to be JDG trying to get back into their own jungle, moving out with that Weaver's Wall, and Scout misses literally everything. Meanwhile, Blade Caller is going to trap down Xiaosu a little bit. Non's going for the Grand Entrance combo. Oh, Public Execution goes wide again, but they have the damage. They try to take him down. Oh, that Warped Ground is going to do a lot here as the Unraveled Earth does not do much in the end, as it doesn't really block any of that escape from PLG, and they are just taking everything at this point. Scout is down yet again, and that is a legendary death spree right now
Baron!
for him.
Baron!
They are just playing
Start
with their
the
food at this point.
Oh my god, guys, we are really dragging this fight out. Let's get this Baron.
Oh,
Both dead. All right, Shun, let's get in there, brother.
Oh, he used the all out. There you go. He used it. Now they're just trying to take down the Baron. Oh, the double combo. You got the curtain call coming through, but it's not nearly enough damage. And Shun's going to go down too. He just wanted to join his brethren as the Baron goes over in BLG. They're over 10,000 gold up. Yeah, it's game one.
Hell yeah. Look at you can't even tell.
Easy. No problems there whatsoever, I'm sure.
But
JDG would not be very upset. But it is a very big comeback from BLG.
This is so important for BLG to find this back. We need to have them in contention because they're a team that I think is good for the league in sense of having top players or having really highly mechanical players push towards top-end teams is going to help us hopefully kind of compete internationally. And
you see the siege coming down. Still about 1:40 on the Baron buff here, and another Paranoia just to make them scared as he goes in with the Shockwave combo. Actually, Shockwave wasn't even used. There's a Public Execution coming in from Bin. It does hit onto the back line on the pace. He's going to burn that barrier. He's going down, though. We're getting just to the absolute catastrophe that is the end of this game. Elk flashing forward. He wanted his own stake in this one. As Bin is under turret, he's just tanking everything at this point. He's taking turrets. He's taking a triple kill, and that's going to be BLG getting themselves back into this series and marching towards that reverse sweep as they take a game off JDG.
all I have to say,
he is locked in, clocked into the locked-in factory is Beituan right now.
Morgana jungle. I gotta know, because Cubby's one of our biggest Morgana jungle lovers, and anything that isn't just a normal tank, Mark is gonna love. He the 1v9er on this squad. 11,000. Oh my god.
1,108 days since the last time, and it was, of course, JDG's Kanavi back in the era of TES versus JDG. Knight knowing that one all too well, and Knight knowing Scout's angles all too well here. As Scout goes too far forward, the flash play, and Knight outplays him again. Another solo bolo. Map is Will tries to reset and pays Will too.
If Bin doesn't miss out on this entire wave, it's much better.
Oh, Xiaosu, you can't die. He's down 300 health. Elk's going to try to chase him down the CC chain. He's going to flash away from the bomb. Is it enough? Oh, it's going to flash over the chains. He's trying to lock him down one more time, and that's going to be a big side lane kill as BLG are up 2.
And look at how disheveled JDG look. They're now moving their bottom lane into the top. Oh, this is the wrong pen color. Whatever.
Might be one of the, I know it's only 7 minutes in as the Dragon going down super early compared to the last game we had. 2v2 in the top side. Mega Inferno Bomb going to be popped. Elk steps up now without much mana here. Paze is going to try to get him back with a little Blight Stack Piercing Arrow combo. And do a decent chunk, get him down to about 300 health.
Through mid, doesn't have Q3, he's going to be late. This is probably just going to be 2 grubs for BLG at the very least, and see if JDG tries to squeeze them on the exit.
Oh, they absolutely just take all 3. As okay, step up here. That's all of them going down, and unfortunately Shun just gets locked down. Scout just decides he wants to try to go forward. Shun held that Glacial Prison, didn't want to go with the trigger pull, and that'll be 3 grubs going the way to BLG. Strong.
Flash on Knight is not super impactful, but maybe this kill on the Xiaosu gets them the turret as well.
Could be very impactful. I'd say at this point, if they do get this side lane kill on the Xiaosu, they're going to pop everything here. Even the Mega Inferno Bomb over the top with the alley-oop for Elk.
Let's get a plate here for Bin. 3 grubs.
Oh, book. He will arrive, kind of pushing off BLG. He doesn't have much health, and he's not even level 6 yet. So I don't know how really strong this defense is going to be against the Tristana and Ziggs, the destruction combo here. Should be able to use the satchel charge here soon to take it down, and that's going to be the turret gone. That's feats completed for BLG, and almost killing JDG on the exit.
Keep going. They're not matching here from JDG. Xiaosu has no TP. Scout is trying to take this. This is going to be 2 turrets, and this is the kind of play you want to see. Tristana, Ziggs, 3 grubs, finish out these structures, and they have a dragon they can take afterwards.
Oh, on? Okay. Well, he did have to burn the flash there. They will get a second one with the satchel charge, so Zig's doing his job at this point. Elk, as BLG take the Krugs. Peach1's having an incredible performance on this Morgana so far. He's barely not able to make it out. This is their own teammate. Chill. Peach1 says no, and that's going to be the kill tonight.
I just don't understand
Scout.
it. Maybe this is just
desperate.
to stop them. Scout.
Desperate. Oh my God, what am I watching? That is desperation to a T, and there's no T in desperation.
Please,
and they do end up getting the kill back, at least onto On.
Take this objective. Lennon, I have to say, I think that JDG, we talked about it in game number 1, that their map play wasn't very clean, but that they're just outplaying their opponents. We're now starting to see that come to fruition.
Oh my
What the?
The auto attack goes through after the twisted advance. Close. But it is going to be the Dragon going to BLG. That'll be second Dragon going their way. No bounties to claim for JDG, not even close to contesting this one. And it is just a slippery slope that BLG are forcing JDG to run down.
Maokai and Nautilus kind of fall out of favor in support. A lot of stats taken out of Maokai last year especially. But now look at this. JDG, we are 4 people on mid for no reason. Bin took a top lane tier 1.
TP in as well. Scout's already about half health. He's getting chunked by the Rift Herald. And now BLG are in full force here. They immediately punish the TP from Xiaosu, and they're going to punish it hard. Xiaosu's going to get bopped into the fight. He's still alive, though. He's pretty tanky. Dwo tries to find an engage. Scout goes in. Go over the top. He goes with the Fade Seal. He's trying to kill Knight, but it's not enough damage. Knight survive, and BLG turn, and they absolutely decimate JDG. Pays will finally find a kill, and it's on tonight. That's all good and well, but it's BLG with a monumental lead in this game.
Let's get ourselves the Herald. Let's just call this one a wrap. Let's get, like you were saying, Mazel, bring me the Chinese silver scrapes. Let's just get this one over with. A very dominant games, 3 and 4 here for BLG. Maybe playing with house money, maybe still trying to calibrate going into playoffs, but play a Ziggs 5-0-3. We're having Tristana for Knight. It feels like, what can Knight not really play aside from maybe a Seer?
Yeah, and Elk is putting on a wonder star performance on the Ziggs right now. He is just doing so much work in these fights. He needs to put on so much pressure here as another turret should fall. The satchel charge will be there. Dwo just says no. He's going to try to hold the line, but the turret fell anyways. BLG rebuffed the engage from JDG. That's going to be a little bit of mobility from JDG used to try to collapse on the bot side of this fight. Knight's coming over, though, and now JDG, they're starting to get a little bit split. Mega Inferno Bomb almost kills Pays. They try to take down Bin on the other side with Scout. They return onto On, and they do end up finding the pick.
It's a single pick. It is going to be traded for multiple turrets here.
They just want to put On, they want to put Bin in front of these carries, and they just want to open up the artillery. And they do end up throwing that Mega Inferno Bomb. There goes Scout with a potential engage. Not going to find it, though. The Chains Corruption had been used, and that's a lot of utility out of JDG's side. Here comes the Unstoppable Onslaught. Dwo was waiting for a perfect angle for the Nature's Grasp, but they aren't taking down Bin. He's still so damn tanky, about half health up, and Atacon is starting to do some work for the team. Knight stepping away, though. That will be Elk getting on the X6 side of this fight, as now it will be On in trouble. Oh my God, Bin! He just flashes forward, decimating smash into a kill, but now sacrifices life. Will go zombie mode as Scout now goes into the back line. That's going to be an escape from him with the soul unbound, but Bin is still chunking the back. Pays finds another kill in the end, and BLG, they've just lost a huge chunk of the advantage they had. Oh, it's a pretty big marking point for them. JDG know that. They're going to try to move over. Shun is coming down, but he's going to start the Krug, so they're just going to give this one over. The soul point to JDG as they start up. There's BLG as they start up the Atacon here, and JDG need an answer. BLG trying to find their way in.
Can they get in, though? Elk is on the other side here. No ultimate. Can Beichuan steal? He's doing a lot of damage.
Oh, it's a 50-50. Nature's Grasp has come back up. They're going to wait. The Atacon is resetting. It's leash range. It's gone.
No.
It's going to get 4,000 health back now as a Scout looking for an angle on the Bin. This is a chaotic fight. Decimating Smash going in. Shun sitting in the pit. It's him versus Beichuan. It's going to go to Shun. He takes away the Atacon, but now BLG trying to take the fight after. Big damage coming through from the double artillery of BLG as Elk and Knight, they are stepping up. That's a double kill for Knight himself. And what did Atacon cost JDG? Maybe everything.
There are so many minion waves being dropped across the map for this Atacon. They win the fight around Atacon, and he gets a pickaxe. Like, The difference in mid lane right now is so pivotal, and Scout and Knight feels like it could have been a matchup in like an alternate era. NARAM for no reason, but it's in the LPL. I don't know what to say.
LPL RAM.
We're getting 5 people. Knight is hitting Dragon right now by himself. This will be the soul. JDG were not in position for this.
Whoa, just getting popped, and there goes the Mega Inferno Bomb to pop Scout. Just about half health on him. Dragon gone. JDG, no hope in this game, as that's an Infernal Soul over to this artillery comp. And Knight, he's waiting. He wants it. He sees Dwo. He says, you have nothing left. You had flash, but it didn't matter. And he takes down yet another kill in this BLG-centric game.
Factor in this game. Free Baron, free Soul, free game number 4, and send us to 5 for BLG.
I need it. I need Silver Scrapes in my veins. The first game, the first series, and the first everything, I feel like, for these teams in this tournament. We still have double lives. We still have that lower bracket, but we wanted to see what version of these teams we were going to get.
And they don't have any real frontline outside of this. Aatrox has a ton of HP, and Maokai, who has a Mikhails.
There's some wild stuff going on right now. Chains of Corruption gets blocked by the Black Shield. We saw ultis going everywhere. We see Elk flashing away from Scout, using the satchel charge as well to get away from him. And
AP, he's going to one-shot this turn with an auto attack.
Yeah, I mean, he will do that, and he almost just one-shot pays with his ultimate. Now we see On just all in, straight onto Scout. And unfortunately, Scout will literally have 1 kill in the last 2 games and a heap of deaths on top of that. Knight has truly had the better end of it, and BLG have had the better end of these last 2 games. I knew it was destiny. We knew it was destiny coming into it. Now BLG just need to put the finishing touches on this decimation of JDG. Elk throws another couple bombs at Dwo. He loses all of his health. Pays can't even hit a piercing arrow, and now On is the target here, but Shun is going to try to get the resets now going for Xiaosu. A beautiful delayed satchel bomb coming through. They do end up getting Elk after it anyways, but Knight has been tearing them apart the entire time. It's going to be a couple kills going their way, and game number 4 going BLG's way as we crest over to game 5. Silver Scrapes is in the distance, and I'm here for it. And have so much strength as you move forward. I'm really heavily leaning on BLG's composition just for the ease of execution.
Yeah, it is significantly easier for them to play. I'm just checking something real quick. First competitive game of Mel for Knight. Lose out on the camp, then it doesn't matter right now, because what's the real important? Oh no!
Oh, the hook! BLG was worried about the Blitzcrank. They're getting paid for it right now.
If Scout had landed the gold card before or during the hook, during the air, that would have turned into a big kill. I think Beichuan just kills this guy.
Oh, Shun. Oh, my God.
Oh, that's tough. That's tough. He was trying to invade for Raptors, loses out, and now BLG, they continue to get gold this time. Interesting choice here. He has to back again in the mid-wave. So he is losing so much to this melt. Like, I don't think Knight is, Knight is a great player. We've done a lot to talk about him on the hold.
Oh, a little bit of gameplay on the bot side, and unfortunately, Dwo does not have a life to give as he is out of it. Won't land another one. Soon going to go into the river here to potentially start up these grubby tubbies. And he's going to get the first one at least.
You know what I just noticed? Look at Bin's inventory here, man.
Yeah,
this guy
bro,
has it back.
He's saving. He's saving.
He's going for the
chilling.
Rafa back here. Like, no
items.
items.
Let's see what he gets. He has TP too, so he can use it.
Yeah, they can maybe go for a bottom lane dive if they want, but most likely they got another plate here for the Caitlyn. Twisted Fate is getting screwed. I feel bad for Scout, but also he picked this matchup.
Oh, they're just going to try to all in onto Knight. They're going to try to get a combo there. Scout finds it. Shun gets the kill and gets away with the Keeper's Verdict. Now Scout going to step up.
We've had so much criticism for this legendary player.
Oh, speaking of some criticism, he has the flasher. He's about to get triple tapped there. Does end up burning that summoner. Bit of TP in the bot lane as well from Dwo after using his summoner's spellbook here and trying to get a little bit of defensive stature on this bot side.
They need to protect this wave and the next one because they want to wait until turret plates go down, at least get Elk one more.
Play? What does he do? He's just getting ran down by Beichuan. And I might have been all the givings to Shun early, but now he is getting gapped by the jungler of BLG, and Dwo is going to pay for Shun's sins and go down. And unfortunately, in the bot side, and I don't think there's been a single close game, I feel like, in this entire series.
Dude, Scout So look at the minimap. Scout teleported from here with his ultimate to here. Keep their range. Use this standoff with the rest of their team. And honestly, now if Shun gets close, you're just getting Mordekaiser ulted.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to dodge out, actually. That was really nicely done. But the flash play, the Death Realm is there, and he's working him now. Shun is stuck in the pit with Bin, and his team is getting dashed without him. He's going to try to go in, get the reset, but On goes for another repel. It gets away. No way. On just survived. A double kill comes through for Elk, and BLG can do no wrong.
They're going to grab the... God, this is just feats of strength here for BLG. An incredibly strong start to this game. Maybe a fast play here.
Elk. Oh, Elk went with the tilt over Peacemaker and just gave his life away. Beige1 trying to come over, but Pays will flash for it, gets the kill in the end. And a little bit of something back for JDG. As tries to get the kill on a Beige1, won't end up getting. Xiaoshu is just in the side lane forever.
And it does not get much better here. Oh, Knight trying to use a rebuttal. He's going to be safe.
Oh, Shun goes in, gets the reset, gets the one and the healing back. That was a misplay from Knight. Now JDG going to move back over. Beige1 was trying to help out with this dragon. Down half health, it will real reset as now we get the movement into this.
Oh no.
Bin's coming over. He's got the Death Realm.
They're not even starting this. Yeah, Bin can just walk straight in. Oh, Scout. What the?
Scout? Scout just went for the mega play on the Elk, but they didn't even get him. Now Shun has to pop his invulnerable as he's now getting very much harassed. Beige1 tries to go for Pays. The double knock up there with the keeper's verdict, and now BLG, they're just going to run away with the non-tanky members. Scout's getting handled by Elk. Elk needs one more hit. He can't find Scout in the end. Now Bin trying to handle the rest of this one. He's going to try to get one more, but he can't do it in JDG. Move back down. I mean, this became a very wonky fight. Looks like in the picture-in-picture, we're starting up for another one. Oh, they just all in.
Show me the free. I get into the play. Come on.
Shall we go? I think we should go. As now JDG looking more so for the rest of this fight. Arm's getting pretty chunked here. Maiden's going to walk on by.
After camp, he's going to go for red buff or maybe just link around and slink into the back end of the pit. No, he doesn't have enough time.
It's getting low, but the yellow card from Scout is going to hold them off. Beige1 going for the 50, and he gets it! Beige1 makes the difference for yet another moment. He gets soul point for BLG, and the Death Realm has been used on Scout. Bin, I don't think, can finish Scout off before he comes out. Now he's in the midst of the team. Pays free firing on the side. Pays has not been focused, but they get the one kill going. Elk now realizes what's happening. His Keeper's Verdict coming ready for Beige1. He's not going to get hooked in the end. He's not going to pop the Keeper's Verdict either.
And his ultimate is always going to allow him to make really quick plays on the rest of the map here. So he gets a turret. Otacon hasn't been started by BLG. They have a Mordekaiser. They need to be able to take this away from their opponents.
They're going to try to do so. They have 2 item spikes. They're going to have enough damage to try to burst
no rebuttal.
This one down. JDG are moving over. Pays almost half health now, though. There is the Twist of Fate trying to come in to this side as soon. Turning on the backside, he's just going to get Death Realmed if he walks up, and Otacon is going to go over, and Elk just sits Pays down. With the help of Knight, the combo comes alive.
Next fight around the dragon. All Bin needs to do is walk up to Shun, hit him with the Death Realm, and that's 99% guaranteed Ocean Soul for this BLG comp. And they have no damage from JDG that actually gets them through that kind of comp.
Shun is literally, he can't do anything. Dwo just died for him again. He literally fought Beige1 for like 4 or 5 seconds there, did literally nothing. Scout's going to take a side lane turret now, so a little bit of recompense for JDG.
I know why the observers went there. He used his ultimate to give them vision. They've got nothing. Soul spawns in 20.
Soul on the edge for BLG.
Can they get into a spot? They need to help Knight get through.
Oh, the rehook, the rebuttal. It's not enough. Knight's going to fall. He did end up getting 5-man root. The dragon is the focus now for BLG.
On's almost dead. Shun could look for this. He has no way over the wall. He has to try to use his ultimate, maybe flash. Both teams are really hesitant over this. They need, if you are BLG, you're trying to pull this dragon to your side of the river, get all those traps down. And I need to watch where Bin is right now.
Oh, the hook on the Bin! He's gonna get him. He goes into the Death Realm. He buys so much time. Oh my god,
they got it!
He's trying to kill Dwo. The dragon goes over to BLG. They get the soul. They're turning on to Shun. Shun's getting taken down now. They're gonna start working back. They have the Otacon. The damage is done. Bin ends up finding Dwo as well. It is the 3 Oh, he's going to get a lot of damage. Not going to kill Pays, though. It is ending up being...
I hope we get a replay of that, but I don't think we're going to have time. We're going to move straight into the Baron. Bin can teleport if he really needs to. It'll be a turret gained for Xiaoxiu.
The BLG. They're going to TP in the back, though, as Scout just gets caught out. He's going to get flashed on by Bin. Scout's going to try to buy some time. The Baron goes over to BLG. BLG are a bit split now, but they aren't split in who they want to kill. It's Xiaoxiu, who just gets obliterated by Knight and Elk and the rest of the crew. As Shun, it's friends, but it's not Prow. It is enemies for sure in this series. Against his old team, against his old friends, he cannot stand tall, and BLG will destroy JDG in this Game 5.
It doesn't even matter. Like, Scout's life does not matter in this game right now. He's going to gold card again. They're going to try and chase him out. For what reason, I don't really know, because you're wasting this Baron timer that we could be using pushing bottom lane. Mid-wave, they're currently assaulting the mid-tier 2.
Oh,
that's a rebuttal to pull
dude.
Chlo, and let's just put the cherry on the top here. Let's finish this game here for BLG, and let's send them to the upper bracket.
Oh, the ace in the hole. Pays is down. President down. That's an ace, an unofficial one going through as soon just spawning now. An incredible come up from BLG in this series. Games 3, 4, 5. Domination coming from them, and a reverse sweep you can dream of to start the playoff run.
Very important, and what a dominant way in the back half of this, especially with Beitron coming in. What look does BLG have for the rest of playoffs? And what does this playoff bracket now hold for us with JDG in the bottom half?
Game 5 Bell for Knight, the first competitive Bell for him coming through, and it's a team-wide effort. JDG have nothing in the tank, and BLG, they'll rise to the occasion, a reverse sweep to start this tournament off, and a Game 5 win for BLG.
So now the fact that the Shy feels comfortable enough to just take it into what is now a York answer from EDG. IG have no real tanks here, Blockster. There is no real front line. IG are just trusting in their ability. We're going to put that in.
It is quite possible. And EDG, they know this. They know they have to get aggressive. Wei stepping up for the invade. He doesn't actually know the Palkia is sat in that bush right now.
Uh-oh, crash down from Palkia, looks for the Q-stun onto Wei, and they find Mako instead. First blood goes over to your rookie of the split, but the blue buff still secured by Wei in the end.
It's just going to feel good for them, denying that one away, as well as what they can now do to these towers. Still 1-for-1 trading. EDG, they're keeping themselves within touching distance throughout the first 10 minutes of this game, but as we keep saying, touching distance usually isn't enough to beat IG.
On just took a base. Palkia, the only one under this top tier 1 turret. But that is a pretty hard to kill champion in the rel by yourself, or at least even with 3 people here. Mako is level 6 with the Pop Blossom, so Wei is thinking about springing the trap here. Mako would have to lead and can always just go into the cannon minion form. Palkia goes straight onto Mako, tries to force his hands with damage, but it is the flash burn. And Wei still gets out alive thanks to the call of the pack. He used by Palkia thanks to his unsealed spellbook. Gets some priority onto the mid lane. They still have Dragon, not for another minute and 20 seconds here. Decent poke from EDG. Just trying to force out Rookie here on the bottom side. Wall comes in. Mako with the Pop Blossom finds one here.
He's dead.
He's the first one to fall, but Wei sends it with the ultimate.
Palkia.
Not enough damage on the Palkia, so Wei doesn't get the reset. He's forced to flash away. Xiaohao does not get the last bit of damage he needs to take down the dog into the tower.
Yeah, they're on the hump right now. EDG do not want to let up. They know there's a couple of low health members. If this base gets stopped, I mean, this is going to be a risky situation.
Wei now in a world of trouble. Call of the pack. Is it back up from cooldown here? 200 HP, not in time. Angel secures feats of strength for EDG. Or I should say feats of warfare. My mistake there. But still gets a double kill on the back of it. And the only casualty is ZDZ's Yorick.
Not the end of the world. That's such a huge fight right there from EDG. And it all comes off the back of Mako being way over aggressive. Jumps into the backline, thinks he's found that Pop Blossom angle, but okay.
Fog of War finds Mako just getting a little too over aggressive, trying to poke his head in Fog of War. Palkia is able to set that up. Another kill for EDG.
Damn. EDG, they find their way into this game with a good couple of kills. Still, look at the gold right now, especially after this tower goes down. It's not like these kills have turned into any kind of gold advantage.
ZDZ being the only casualty here is kind of a bummer for EDG, but in the end, still a way forward.
Still, you are losing out onto a TP there for really no big advantage. You don't even pick up that tower up in the top lane, and because you lose all of that pressure you had in the top side of the map, that's going to open up the play for IG, and they're going to be able to grab themselves this Rift Herald. And this is what we were talking about in the pre-game, right, Rafa? This is how IG beat you. Every time you make a small mistake, you lose so much on the map for it.
That's why even with EDG getting all those kills and picking up Feet of Warfare, we just don't have the confidence to say it's enough. Now the Shy's getting collapsed here by Palkia.
Oh, nice!
Catching the Shy out of the flash. The seismic shove does find it. That's a pretty big kill, and it's a nice flashing win for EDG. But what can they get off of it here in the back half?
Prediction right there from Palkia. It's going to be the kill. It's going to be this top lane tower as well. And every single time IG makes something happen, EDG, they are playing with enough aggression. They're playing smart. The Azir and that Nico. Big multi-man ultis that can come on through. Palkia, he might be a bit caught here. Does he have a way over the wall?
He's able to get the W-empowered auto onto Wei, interrupting the first ulti, but he still was surrounded by everyone else from IG, and Wei has another ulti for that reset. Just going to pressure Angel away from the safety of that bottom tier 1 turret, and that should set up a rookie to take it without any contest.
Hey, Rafa, what do you reckon EDG's favorite item is?
I don't know. It might be something that's yellow.
Possibly. It might also be something that's blue. There's a lot of Merc Treads, there's a lot of Trinity Forces happening right here. And although with the pillar, it gets delayed on the charge, will at least still go through, so that's a decent chunk of damage onto that mid lane tower. And it is going to mean that EDG are walking into this Drake pit late.
Nicely done. No contest on the Dragon. Enough time is bought by the Rift Herald ploy from IG. But they secure themselves their second Dragon of the game. And they still have control of this bottom side of the map. And they're going to force EDG to play to their tempo by leashing up the Otacon. EDG now have to answer. The Shy's teleporting in from the other side of the map. EDG, how do they engage? Watch eyes onto Palkia. He's already chunked nearly to 50% HP. It's 4K on the Otacon. Rookie on the side finds ZDZ on the right flank. Who is going to pay attention to the Otacon? Mako tries to stall for time. ZDZ is the first one to drop to Gala. Palkia goes in with the Magnustorm, finds 2, gets blown up, but a nice seismic shove, and On follows up with the damage. But can they carry through? EDG, Xiaohao is dropping low on his health bar as Wei is threatening them with this Nefiri. The Pillar is going to call his call to pack. He gets low, but flashes away in time. The Shy and Gala still remain strong, but the Shy is getting dropped dangerously low. Angel looks for another rock. It's flashed by the Shy. Gala goes in. Pillar instinct plops the barrier. The flash. He's going crazy. Looks for one more auto attack to the Shy. How can he pop the pass? If he does, he's kiting. He's firing. It's not enough to stand tall against Angel as he survives, but neither team can secure the Otacon.
Both supports get themselves a little bit too aggressive on the engages. Oh no, Palkia's dead.
In the picture-in-picture, Palkia was trying to face check and see what was happening with the Otacon, but he dies. The replay is going to continue.
Yeah, he gets one more plasma stack off right there onto Angel. He gets himself that kill, and it's just huge for IG. Instead, it's only a bunch of kills going over onto Gala, and the Drake, and the Otacon, and a big chunk onto the mid lane tower. I think as IG, you're okay. If EDG can grab it, so this is going to be a critical one to go for. And right now, ZDZ just going to be shoving through the top side of the map. He's going to be matched by the Shy. Both of them have teleport, so we could see some pretty crazy flanks coming through here as well.
IG are successful in taking out the tier 1 Palkia. Flashback to Storm. They catch one. It's Wei that goes down, but it's traded immediately by Palkia. But that's a nice one for EDG to go for. ZDZ tries to look for the flank, but he can't connect with the rest of the team. EDG is just saying, good luck, ZDZ. We're going to take the Dragon as sacrifice. IG, they don't have a jungler.
And you don't get the Drake. That is really bad. That's the kind of mistake that you cannot make versus IG.
I'm at a loss for words.
EDG to really be able to step up. Still, EDG, they are going to be trying to force their way on forwards. They've got nobody really that wants to be face-checking too much. Here, gonna head on over the wall. In he goes.
Magnustorm only hits one. Realistically, he gets blown up. Yeah, they trade out on Mako, but look at the positioning for EDG. They cannot walk up. They can't contest. IG have complete control of this top red quadrant. Try to fish for more ultimate abilities and resources from EDG. It's Angel sending it with the Weaver's Wall, trying to find a seismic shove. Wei does not get caught. And the rest of EDG have to back off for now. The Dark Procession doesn't find anyone to lock down here. Getting from EDG against IG. We know that this was a very slanted lopsided matchup. And the advantage does not come from gold deficits or gold advantages. It comes from the macro and EDG. Can they find a way to overcome IG in these scenarios? The Shy opens up with Between Worlds, major damage.
But he's stunned.
Angel and Xiaohao. He's just dancing around them. He might get burned down here, but his sacrifice is worth it in the end. As Xiaohao looks for the Baron Seal, but does not find it. Now Wei able to now turn the tides of battle with the Hounds of Pursuit. Tries to look for ZDC, just forces him back. EDG cannot step up. Flash Magnusor for Palkia, but Rookie answers with a flash of his own. Sidesteps it and repositions, and now IG own this river. They own EDG. The Mako Pop Blossom forces EDG back into their side of the jungle, and EDG are forced to retreat at this site. IG are going to push into the mid-tier 2.
Late, and this is not just going to be the Baron going over to IG, but they're going to grab themselves this Mountain Soul as well. EDG, they fought valiantly throughout the majority of this game, but it now feels like IG's time to shine.
And Rookie is pushing into the mid lane, forcing EDG to split up members.
Still, ZDZ is going to be able to pick himself up that tier 2 down in the bottom lane. It's going to be a little bit of gold back over to EDG. It's just about what the remaining members can do to hold, because right now you're beginning to lose quite a lot. Angel, though, he's got a decent opportunity here for an ulti to split the members of IG up if he wants it.
Angel has yet to die this game and is still trying to maximize his impact without giving over a death to IG. But I feel like at some point, it almost will have to come down to Angel giving his life for a massive sacrifice play if EDG want to get a window back to make the most unlikely scenario happen.
These waves just so tricky to deal with. Yes, the Baron buff has now fallen off, so it's a little bit easier, but still, this mid lane inhibitor is going to fall. Rookie just going to be able to take this one down.
It's just about to be deleted by EDG. They hold off the base siege for now. Health bars are being tested here on the side of EDG. The Shy slowly pushing up on the bot side. Palkia sends it with a Magnustorm. It's Mako for another pick again, but a 1-for-1 support trade once again. And IG, the story remains the same. They are still in control of this game. The Shy is now teleported to the top side to reinforce the siege. EDG dropping health bars low. Angel, if he falls, it's the Zonya's Hourglass to keep himself alive for now. The Sarah Shield, it's not enough. And Angel's first and only death will just be enough for IG to close out this game as they ace the remaining members. It's only ZDZ left, but just like that, IG are able to carry through and take out game 1.
It's a massive performance right here from IG. It's close for the first 30 minutes.
Fun trivia, for those that don't know, the Shy, Fiora, that is his skin champion that he got with IG in 2018. It would have been a treat to see it flexed here on the Rift today, but the Shy just goes for something that works a little bit better. Second of the game, IG are going to win out on that. But Xiaohao gets the early jump onto the top side of the map.
Yeah.
The Shy,
he
50% HP.
He knows something's wrong. Don't step up.
Come on, the Shy. Especially against Invictus Gaming of all teams here. Wei secures the first grub of the game, immediately goes with a smite. The rest of EDG now trying to support Xiaohao on the push into the river. Looks like IG should be safe here and not dropping any deaths unnecessarily. Grubs are now being contested by the rest of EDG, but Mako steps up. Smite comes out from Xiaohao. Now it's 1-1 in terms of grub control. The Shy steps up. Good shockwave, decent damage on the way, and Mako from Angel, but now they the re-engage, looking for Palkia in the middle. ZDC caught in the crossfire as well. Crescent Guard from Xiaohao at least splits it up. It's a 1-for-1 trade so far.
Gala.
But look at Gala has found all. They both go down. Cinema. IG still trying to fight their way through the river on the top side. In the end, the Shy and Mako still alive, battling Xiaohao to the very death. World Ender is not needed because he is still ending their worlds all the same. Angel caught by the darkened blade, and Angel is forced to flash away from the infernal chains.
I think that final grub as well also went over to IG in terms of those feats towards objectives. Also very, very important. Rookie getting collapsed on here. Oh, did he know? Or was that just the random movement of Rookie that dodged him away from that Wind Becomes Lightning?
I have no idea, Bloxer, but if that was just sense, hang on, Chain of Corruptions onto Gala, On trying to see if he has enough damage here. He finally gets the last piercing arrow, and On is victorious over Gala this time around.
There we go, that's what you want to see right here. 1v1s between these bot laners.
Of setup and execution. that they can just try and snowball Gala and the Shy with, as IG now corralling around Angel, who does not have a flash from the previous fight on the top side of the map. Mako leads the charge, cease and desist right on top of it. He threw out the shockwave for a little bit of damage, but Mako just doesn't care because he's got that unbreakable will, and the heal keeps him alive for now. But now EDG looking for the collapse. Mako might just go down here. Rookie flashes away and says sayonara to his support because he knows that that cow is going down.
Oh, and the Shy.
I don't think Wade was spotted yet. I mean, now they know where he is at. Palkia forced to flash away, trying to use the sand behind me to just get repositioning back, but the Shy's leading the charge here. The exhaust comes out momentarily, but he still has the World Ender going, and it's extended by all the kills being picked up by Gala. IG eliminate 2 from the Rift, and that Dragon should be easily secured now by Wei.
And this is just unfortunate timing right here from EDG. They make that bottom lane play work, which is good, but the teleport from ZDZ just came back. Angel does not have his available to him, and so you don't get to reposition a bunch of people to this fight. You end up getting completely outflanked, out-rotated by IG, and they're going to take that second Drake of the game and the feat of monster slaying as their prize.
And IG have proven time and time again that they are the masters at it. Now, Rift Herald has been started up by EDG. Mako, the first one into the river from IG, at least on the right side. Wei and Rookie flanking around from the left. The Shy does not have to teleport.
Oh, he's spotted!
Holy moly, Rookie just flashes in on the backline, loses his mind, doesn't get anyone gone, and Wei is forced to flash away because now he's lost out on his Annie. So IG have lost one of their primary setups. Now it's just down to the cease and desist as Gala pops the ultimate, it looks like, but cannot find anything more. EDG just say, thank you, Rookie, very much.
That's a certified rookie moment from this split. He has had just some questionable decisions back and forth. The Shy gonna pop himself into that World Ender, and actually ZDZ dropping real low. Okay.
Wei. That's gonna... Yeah, feels bad for Xiaohao, not able to secure his own red buff, and the Shy, even though he doesn't kill CDZ, he is able to put enough pressure to take out the bottom tier turret.
Critical right here, because EDG, they can't afford to be fighting into darkness.
Protobell from Rookie.
Oh,
no, he tried
wait!
to flash the shockwave, but he still got clipped by
Rookie,
it.
no!
Is Rookie now dud? Oh no, Angel should be able to look for another combo here, but Rookie gets another stun. Angel's gonna push for it. They both go down. What is happening between the mid laners here? Meanwhile, the fight continues in the mid lane. Gala takes the last turret shot. CDC flashing to close the distance, takes out Gala for himself. Big shutdown going over to Sion, as now the Shy is here for reinforcements, and now ZDZ finds himself forced to use the ultimate just to run away from danger.
Hey, that's fine. You're actually not mad about that one. You save Parukia if he's not in... Okay. Okay, he gets away. I was going to say, you save Palkia. He nearly proved me wrong right there. You've also got the Herald charging on through the top lane.
In the best ways possible. That top lane 1v1 between Angel and Rookie was definitely very funny. But now we're going to have to see if EDG can make use of that advantage. No flash on Rookie for this Annie. Trying to step on up. Chain of Corruptions clips Wei.
There they go.
Xiaohao goes immediately for him. Meanwhile, into the backline. On gets popped. Uh-oh. IG can just run through the rest of them. 3-man Shockwave into a multi-man knockup from ZDZ. Does he have enough damage to look for any killing blows on IG? I don't think so. Xiaohao gets dropped. Angel's next, and now ZDZ is just running for his life, and Gala is just on full turbo energy right now with the Yunara. That's the ace for IG at 8-19 minutes. Pushing onto the tier 2 turret in the mid lane. But will this be a decision that EDG are grateful for? We'll find out soon, because now the Shy is looking to pincer and close the gap around EDG, providing no room for an escape. EDG have to fight their way out if they want to survive on this front. The Otacon resets temporarily. It is pulled over to Wei, as the rest of IG is just trying to make sure that the objective goes back to full HP, but it stays at around 6,700. EDG still have an opportunity to try and force IG into them in a unideal scenario. Mako gets a big knockup though on a ZDZ. The tank, the main front line for EDG is already about to die, and now the Shy finds his time to fly into the back line with the World Ender, with the Darker Blade. Wei sends it, Shockwave on a couple of members, but it's EDG that are losing health bars. Rookie flashes on the Angel, pops the Tibbers, and Xiaohao dies in vain. The rest of IG just have full control, and they have successfully strangled EDG out of this game too.
Go scrap again. Like you said, tons of the front line has already taken chunks off of it. But no, IG, they are going to start themselves up the Atacant again, and EDG, they can't afford to lose this one.
Rookie steps up. He might go down
Oh!
here. EDG find their first kill of the fight, but now it's the Shy that can just take over with the World Ender, but the duration's starting to run out. He doesn't get a reset off. The World Ender has ended, but Wave finds On in the backline with the cease and desist, and now he's the one pushing forward and driving the fight for IG, and Gala is just untouched. He can just delete everyone else from EDG. ZDZ ends up falling, and the rest of IG are corralling any stragglers from EDG. Palkia on the wrong side of the map here, and it's just another IG game run here in standard fashion.
He doesn't die, and he just buys space and time for Mako to get back in, to keep being annoying, to do enough stuns onto ZDZ.
To try and get a little bit more explosive with their composition. Tried to find some early game angles.
Yeah.
They definitely did try. There was attempts. But IG were able to defuse every one of them. And when it came to the full-on hands checks, IG were confident enough to say, yeah, let's just see what happens. Let's find out.
Yeah.
And they flipped heads every single time.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta keep trying though, right? EDG, they're going to grab themselves mid lane tower and bot lane tower, chase away out of their own jungle as well.
From the beginning of this series, and we have loved their story coming from Group Nirvana. But now they have to answer the Shy's Aatrox as he and Wei just immediately say, On, you don't get to play the game for the next 40 seconds. Hope you have fun in the Death Realm.
Yeah, Grey Screen Simulator for him right here, and IG gonna turn around to the big purple worm. It doesn't really feel like there's anything that you can do right here as EDG. Without On, that's a ton of your damage just evaporated off of the map. It's just going to be a bit of a push going on down in the bottom side of the map for ZDZ. See if he can maybe get himself a bit of objective bounty for the squad, but I don't even know if they're going to be able to fully do that. With a couple members heading over, there's a chance, right? Tier 2 tower should be secured, but still, massive advantage right here for IG. They are just looking to cross those T's, dot those I's, and send us to a game number 3.
ZDZ gonna do his very best to just take this turret with even his dying breath if he has to give it up, because those are objective bounties he is securing for the sake of EDG. Tries to escape the Shy's grasp with the unstoppable onslaught. Now he's forced to use the teleport, but he gets interrupted. I mean, ZDZ is trying to do everything that he can just to escape. He's forced to flash, and maybe
ring around the rosy.
Yeah, I mean, ZDZ is just getting pulled around here. Oh, this poor damn Sion.
Hey, ZDZ has been doing his untenable position.
Now IG don't have to fear a giant tanky Sion as they siege into the base of EDG. Already eliminating the inhibitor in the mid lane, getting ready to work their way with the pushing wave that the Shy has set up onto the bottom side of the map. The rest of EDG have to wait another 10 seconds before ZDZ does spawn so that they can send the Sion to defend the remnants of this base. But Mako is threatening on the top side with this flank. And that bottom inhibitor also falls.
Base just begins to crumble right here for EDG, staring down the barrel of an IG with a massive gold advantage, all of the objectives in their pockets as well, and with these Baron empowered cannon minions just starting to chunk away at these inhibitor towers. This is going to be the last stand. Where can they find one more fight?
Alright, well, the Shy and Rookie just burned both of their ultimates. Maybe EDG will feel confident in just sending it one last time. Xiaohao tries to go in onto Gala. The Glacial Fissure finds a knockup, but Gala is once again just doesn't care. He can just fire with absolute impunity, and the rest of IG completely steamrolling the rest of EDG in their own damn base. The rest of EDG just trying to retreat to the safety of their fountain for a little bit of extra second win, but IG put this game to rest, and IG are now on match point.
Nah, he wants to go aggressive. He wants to beat him in the laning phase. It's going to be the Shy on his signature Jace pick, and this can be more exciting.
Quadrant invade we saw just a couple minutes ago finds out that the red buff is still up for the taking. Wei is able to smite it away and should just be able to get over the wall with the power of that living whoa, Wei, why would you flash that way? What the hell? Mako with the grand
No, it's good. It's genius.
It still works out. Oh my god, Wei baited and outsmarted is able to pull Xiaohao over the river wall, and that's first blood for Wei Zed. He out from danger.
Okay.
EDG are able to secure one grub.
Yeah, I mean, you get something, but still, you're giving over 2. You do get the flash out of the Shy, although I don't think the Shy really needed to use it in that situation. Was trying to knock people away potentially from that realm warp. Doesn't quite work out for him that way. And IG, they just continue their domination right here when it comes to these objectives. Now, the Shy going in quite aggressively onto ZDZ, has Mako as backup.
I don't know if they take out this Crocodile just yet, but they're getting a lot of damage down. ZDZ still has Flash and Dominance available, but already below 50% HP. And Wei is waiting to make the dive happen, but Palkia's here. Oh, holy moly! Wei, that felt personal! Just putting Xiaohao into the dirt.
I swear that there was a Silas there a second ago. Where did he go? Just gets disappeared off of the face of the earth. And now the Shy and ZDZ, they're going to tussle this one out. The Shy, no flash away, so he has to be very careful still. The return damage can be super strong. And Mako and Wei are coming up to join their top laner.
Now Wei still has Death Mark. He only used Flash and basic abilities onto the kill for Xiaohao's Silas. Dawning Shadow does provide some assistance to ZDZ. They now look for Wei Zed, and without a flash, that ninja is gone. And Mako is going to be the next one to fall. EDG are able to strike back against IG. Always bring to the forefront, but then having to play more of the skirmishers, more of the facilitators for his solo laners. IG are really giving him a lot of freedom as the Shy is under threat under the tower, but here comes Mako. Can he get there in time with the quickness? Yes, he can! Battle to his grand entrance under the tower!
Yo!
And dive is completely diffused. CDC finally finds him with the cold of the meat, but he is over in enemy territory, and Wei's Death Mark will seal him down. EDG make the dive, but at what cost?
Gets that final one through. It's really nice to see that. Well played.
Teleport is coming in. Gala and Mako, can they get out of this one? Immediate Feather Storm usage by Gala has Flash and Cleanse available. Cleanses the stun from Palkia. Here comes Rookie with the Twisted Fate ultimate. ZDZ can't get the job done. Gala survives. Did have to burn both of his summoner spells, but now it's the turn from IG. It's their time to shine as Xiaohao and Palkia are forced away. Dredgeline does snag Wei against Invictus Gaming so far.
Yep. Absolutely. Now ZDZ going to be the target of another potential gank right here.
Oh, but Mako's there once again, and Wei right on top of ZDZ with a Death Mark ensures that the Croc has got nowhere else to go except back to his own base, IG.
Full items here to be playing with, and more components too.
And now that was Rookie's Twisted Fate ultimate being used there. Gala goes into the air with the Feather Storm. Flash right on top, but Mako absorbs the trench line for Gala, and Gala does still goes down anyway. It was a valiant attempt for Mako to try and save his 80 carry, but EDG are able to brute force their way through it and get the kill onto the tricky Xayah.
I mean, Mako is playing out of his mind right here. Even though some of the carries are still just about dying, it is not because of anything he is doing wrong. Mid lane tower, actually without having that Herald, is just going to be pushed on down, and I absolutely love to see this from EDG. I think this is a mistake a lot of teams make, where they see objectives as so juicy without thinking about what the objective is for. Hang on, watching now. The Shy just walk this one away.
Wei now looking for On with a Death Mark. Palkia stalls it out. The flash from On able to get away from the grand entrance here. Wei has to go back to his living shadow. Xiaohao now going crazy as he stole the quickness, gets the trauma into the Shy, but he goes into the hammer with the skies. Xiaohao just gets one more Kingslayer into the upstun abduct and says goodnight to the Shy. Now Wei trying to see if he can make his grand escape against ZDZ's Renekton, gets over the wall. The flash immediately used by both players.
Decide to pull back after one fight and get the Rift Herald. They instead take that mid lane tower, and now they can grab themselves the Rift Herald, use it either on a tier 1, I think there's still a tier 1 top lane. Actually, maybe there isn't. Instead, they can just use it on any of those tier 2s. Of course, the response right here from IG, they're going to grab themselves their second Drake of the game, and EDG, across the course of this whole game,
on that easy gone. Now just putting a bunch of feathers into this tier 1 turn in the mid lane. Teleport comes in from ZDZ, now looking for the flank. Rookie is able to pop the ultimate for vision across every single member on EDG. Rookie has the gold card, stuns up ZDZ onto the top side. Gala trying to kite it out to the best of his ability. Wei goes in for the Death Mark, but just not enough damage, and he was way too low to continue the chase. And EDG, they're starting to win the hands check against IG that they're opting in for time and time after again. Palkia trying to go for the Road Rage. Doesn't find a knock-up with anyone on that Rift Herald driving, but does push IG back. And EDG starting to get closer and closer to finding that gold advantage in this game 3.
Yeah. They're going to be able to grab themselves this tier 2 tower in the mid lane. It will be traded back by the Shy for a tier 1 on the top side. So every time EDG make a good play, IG, they still get something back. Still, I'm very impressed with the way that EDG have been able to play through this game.
Stand tall against IG here. Pretty much everyone from IG has arrived. Rookie is splitting in the mid lane. The Otacon still at 8,000 HP. IG taking their time. Rookie can join with a teleport if needed. Mako baiting out some cooldowns. Rookie finally joins the fray. Big knock up on Gala, but he goes into the air with the Feather Storm measures at the right time, and Xiaohao is deleted from the Rift. No jungler for EDG. No smite available for EDG now. Rookie grants vision on everyone. Here comes Wei, rushing forward, finds Angel, slashes him back to the shadows. Palkia gets knocked up. CDZ is the next one to fall, and On is doing everything that he can to try and sustain this crocodile, but now he's the last one standing, and he's gonna be the final corpse to hit the dirt. IG find the ace at the right time, and it's 21 minutes and an Otacon earned to Invictus Gaming.
It looked like it was going to be okay there for EDG. There are a couple of key moments where you thought, oh, they can turn this around, they can make this work. But unfortunately, it just doesn't end up happening. Although the members of IG fall low, they do not go down. Only the Shy going to give his life to that fight through the health bars of IG. They're going to have to head back on towards the waves, try to get a little bit of extra healing up. You do at least have a Senna on side, so you should be able to get back closer. It's going to be that ulti popped by Rookie. Doesn't decide to take it. Uh-oh.
Palkia tries to go in. Wei secures the dragon for IG. That's the third, and they are now on soul point. ZDZ tries to go in and looking for Gala once again. Goes in the air with the Feather Storm. It's the turnaround for IG, and just like that, EDG run out of gas. On trying to fire from a distance as they find Mako now. Wait a minute, EDG trying to turn around. Wei goes in with the death mark, but he's not able to find enough damage. The Realm Warp from Angel might just be enough to look for Rookie onto the back end of it. Yes, IG get the third dragon, but it's EDG that find a big win in the fight on the dragon.
They are going to arrive for this fight.
Palkia has smite available as well. 7,000 on the Baron. IG immediately drop it, but they don't
reset
the Baron to the full HP potential. Now Wei has to pull out a miracle against two smites. They're going to force the fight here onto the top side. Gala is able to find Palkia.
Gala's free hitting.
ZDZ, he's going in the air with the Feather Storm. He finds the Blade Caller onto two. Angel goes golden, so does Xiaohao, but Gala wants to find a triple. The fourth is taken by Rookie. No pentakill today for Gala, but it's enough of a fight win for IG to secure the Baron afterwards.
Oh, that Flash Blade Caller was absolutely gorgeous. Sexy work right there from Gala. But honestly, this is what we're talking about, right? It's not the micro of that Flash play.
Absolutely gorgeous on the repositioning of the feathers for the Blade Caller, and uh-oh! Good night On! IG started recognizing that that Senna was starting to become a huge threat.
Got a push going in the mid lane as well. I do not think that this tower is going to be long for the world. The inhibitor likely soon to follow. And for EDG, it feels like they've been scrambling to play catch-up throughout the entirety of this game, and they have found good moments for themselves here, but they need to find just a couple fights that fully go in their favor and result in them picking up objectives, because they've lost the Atacon, 3 Drakes, the Baron. Every single one of these neutrals has just gone the other way.
And IG are just so relentless, so unforgiving when it comes to making these sieges into the late game. Xiaohao goes into the backline with the stolen quickness, goes golden, tries to buy time with the Kingslayer, but it's just not enough. Xiaohao is now dead in the dirt for another 47 seconds, so is ZDZ. IG now operating with a full 5-man advantage. The flash for Rookie! Oh my goodness gracious! The rapid fire cannon was not quite online yet. On is able to cleanse the gold card stun. Wei is threatening him. The Shy flashes in. The dredge line is absorbed by the Shy's Jason. He doesn't even care that Palkia tried to stun him up because he still's got the damage to be able to back it up. Angel throwing out the Realm Warp just for sake, trying to defend the base, but IG have one goal in mind, and that is to make this playoffs run absolutely flawless, and they will sweep the series 3-0 against EDG.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.